Hello everyone, VDZ32 back again for another how to play. Today we're looking at how to play Hit the Deck. This one is a older version by Fundex. It's from, I believe it's 2009, 2008. Yeah, 2009. Ages 8 and up, 2 to 6 players. It's kind of similar to Uno. It's all about setting the cards in your hand and scoring points. But there's definitely some twists. There are some special cards. You got wild cards. Obviously, they can be any color, played at any time, on any card. You got reverse cards, which just have an R on them, and they come in all three suit colors of purple, green, and yellow. Oops. The red suit is a special suit that has cards that say Hit the and Deck. And there's a bunch of them. It's a 108 card deck. 3 sets of purple, green, and yellow cards, each containing 3 of each number from 1 through 5, and the reverse cards. Then there's 6 wild cards, 6 search cards, 14 of the red cards that say Hit the and Deck. And the search cards are these blue color cards you might have seen a moment ago, if I could find one. Of course, oh, there it is. This, when you play this, you can play this at any time, regardless of the color on the discard pile. This forces the next player to draw cards until they find a number card. So maybe they draw 1 card, maybe they draw 4 cards. Now, you might notice that there's some different things on the backs of the cards. This indicates how many cards you have to draw or what kind of card you have to draw until, if you have to draw. If you cannot play, you have to draw cards from the discard pile. But unlike Uno, there's rules involved with that. Like, for instance, if you have a card like this that has a yellow on it, you have to draw cards, this is not yellow, until you get to a yellow card. If it was this one, you'd have to draw 1 card. This one, it's 2, and I believe there's up to 5. This one, the F is... Oh yes, this one, if you see this with an F, you just flip this onto the discard and we have a new discard. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. I believe you go up to 5, yep, in the numbers. So you could be drawing up to 5 cards. There's the different colors, like the yellow one I just showed you. And this purple. All 3 colors. That kind of explains all of that. So, each player is going to get 7 cards, 1 at a time, and obviously you're going to keep those secret. Player left of the dealer begins by starting the discard pile. You don't actually... yeah. So, the first player is going to start the discard pile with a number card. If they don't have a number card, then they just draw a card based on what it says on the discard. So I'll say this person gets to start, look at the cards. And immediately, well, they have to start with a number card, so they're going to play the yellow 4. Obviously, you're going to keep your cards secret. This guy says, you know what, I'm going to play this card, Hit. Now, and he can also play he can play Hit the Deck. If you have those cards, Hit the Deck cards, you can play a Hit card on any number card or reverse card. The can only be played on a hit card, and Deck can only be played on that. This guy does not have that, so he's just going to play a different card, I believe. Actually, let me verify. What you're trying to do is complete the sequence of hit the deck in this game. And when you do that, so if he played deck, you'd have to go hit the deck and do that. If he doesn't, he gets penalized and he has to draw a card. Just for the record, I want to mention that. Now, actually, technically, I believe we'll do that. This guy cannot play hit the unless he's going to play hit the deck, unless he plays all 3 cards. And then when you do that, you're going to take the entire discard pile. So this guy can't complete the sequence. He doesn't have the deck card. Actually, you can also use a wild card to replace a card in this sequence if you wanted to. So technically, you know what? We're going to go back. You can have that. This guy's going to go hit the deck. Hit the deck. And he's going to take this entire file for scoring purposes. And the next player is going to start here. They're going to start with a number card. I had to play a 2. I apologize. 1, obviously you can match the number or the color on the discard pile. This guy's going to play a wild card, and he's going to make it green, we'll say. Plays a green card. I don't believe it says anywhere that you can just play multiple cards at once. It's one at a time, just like Uno's supposed to be. One at a time. This guy decides to play a search card. So this guy's going to have to draw cards until he gets to a number card. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Okay. Okay, this is not shuffled well. Finally, he gets a number card. So this guy, he cannot play. So he's going to draw until he gets to a purple card. Oh, look at that. That was lovely. But he still cannot play. And so this guy plays a 1. This guy says, you know what? Hit the deck. And he takes that. Next person's going to go. It's around. This guy says, damn it. I'm going to play hit the deck. This guy's going to go again. This guy cannot play a purple or 4. Well, he can play this. He's going to play hit. This guy's going to play a ball. This guy can't continue the sequence. He's going to draw 3 cards. And he can. Deck. This guy then starts and he goes out. And the round ends just like that. So, scoring purposes. Now, if you take the last card from the draw pile for some reason, you're going to continue playing until another player is required to draw, and then it will end immediately. So you keep going until the deck runs out, basically, if you have to. You will need something to keep track of your score, paper and pencil. And, yeah. So the person that goes out, this person went out, they're going to score a point for each card their opponents have. In this case. So yeah, you get, when you go out, you get 1 point for each of your points on play cards, just like Uno, so there we get 5 points. Although, you don't get anything for special cards, just 1 point each. However, if it was, let's say this guy went out first, he would get those same points, plus he would get a point for each of these hit the deck. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, 3. So he'd get 3 points for each of these hit deck piles that he has. So yeah, it's kind of interesting the game in that respect. And you're going to keep running total. Whoever hits 50 points or more first, they're the winner. Whoever has the highest score. On top of that, each other player, so in this case, this player would get these 5 points. This guy would get 3 points for each of these, 1 for each of its piles, and this guy would get 1 for his pile. So regardless if you go out or not, if you go out, you're going to score a point for every card that is remaining, plus 1 for each of your piles. Other players will score 1 for each of their piles, so these guys would still get some points. So yeah, that is Hit the Deck. I have another version up alongside this one. This one's by University Games. There's also a version of this by Fundex. This is an older version, sorry, a newer version from a few years ago. And it's a bit different, so check that out as well. Comment, like, subscribe, and what you think. That is Hit the Deck. We'll see you next time. More. Thanks for watching.